Jesus gave his life to save everyone. Before time began, before the world was formed, love already had a plan. That plan was Jesus. Not a crown of gold, but a crown of sacrifice. Not a throne, but a cross. Jesus came into a broken world, not to judge, but to save. He walked among the poor, the rejected, the forgotten. He touched lepers. He healed the sick. He forgave sinners. He loved those no one else loved. Every step he took was a step toward the cross. Jesus knew the end, yet he chose the beginning. The night arrived, heavy, silent, filled with sorrow. Jerusalem slept, but Jesus prayed. He walked into the garden, alone. His disciples were near, but his burden was greater. Jesus fell to the ground, his heart crushed with sorrow. The weight of the world pressed on him. He prayed, "Father, if there is another way, let this cup pass from me." His soul trembled, his body weakened, yet love held him there. Again he prayed, "Not my will, but yours be done." That surrender changed eternity. Angels watched, heaven waited. The decision was made. Jesus chose obedience, so humanity could receive mercy. Footsteps approached, torches burned, weapons shined. Betrayal arrived with a kiss. Jesus was arrested, not because he was guilty, but because he was willing. The disciples fled. Fear filled the night. Jesus stood alone. Chains wrapped his hands, but love remained unchained. He was taken, questioned, mocked. False accusations surrounded him, yet he stayed silent, because truth does not need defense. He stood before leaders, before rulers, before power, and power stood powerless before love. They shouted, "Crucify him." The crowd roared. The same mouths that once praised him now demanded his death. Jesus was beaten, whipped, bruised, his back torn open. Each strike carried healing. Each wound carried forgiveness. They placed a crown of thorns on his head. Blood ran down his face, but compassion stayed in his eyes. They laughed, they mocked, yet heaven wept. Jesus was sentenced. The cross was placed on his shoulders. That cross was heavy, not because of wood, but because of us. Our sins, our failures, our shame, our fear. Jesus walked, step by step. Pain slowed him. Blood weakened him. He fell. The crowd watched, but he stood again, because love never gives up. Again he fell. Again he rose, because mercy does not quit. People shouted. Some cried. Some turned away. Jesus kept walking. Every step said, "You are worth it." When they reached the hill, they laid him down. They stretched his arms, hands that healed, now pierced, feet that walked to save, now nailed. Pain screamed, flesh trembled, yet love remained. The cross was lifted. Jesus hung between heaven and earth, rejected by men, yet loved by God. The sky darkened, the earth shook, creation mourned its creator. Jesus struggled to breathe. Pain surrounded him. Still his heart overflowed with mercy. He looked down and prayed, "Father, forgive them." Even now, even here, love forgave. Beside him hung broken souls. One mocked, one believed. The believing one cried, "Jesus, remember me." Jesus answered, "Today you will be with me." Even while dying, Jesus was saving lives. Hours passed. Strength faded. Breath grew shallow. Pain deepened. Jesus cried out to the Father. He felt abandoned, so we would never be. Then he spoke. "It is finished." Not defeat, but victory. The price was paid. The debt was cleared. Sin lost power. Death lost authority. Jesus bowed his head and gave up his spirit. The earth shook violently. The temple curtain tore. The barrier was broken. Access was opened. Heaven and earth were reconciled. Silence fell. Hope seemed lost. His body was taken down, wrapped, placed in a tomb. A stone sealed the entrance. Guards stood watch. Darkness lingered, but love was not finished. Saturday passed. Silence tested faith, but heaven was preparing resurrection. Early morning, the earth shook again. The stone rolled away. The tomb was empty. Jesus rose, alive, victorious, glorious. Death was defeated. The grave was conquered. Hope was restored. Jesus appeared, to the broken, to the fearful, to the doubting. He spoke peace. He restored faith. He healed hearts again. And today, Jesus still lives. He lives for the broken. He lives for the lost. He lives for the weak. He lives for you. No matter your past, no matter your pain, the cross proves your value. Jesus did not die for perfect people. Jesus died for everyone. For the sinner, for the wounded, for the forgotten, for the world. If you feel unworthy, look at the cross. If you feel hopeless, look at the empty tomb. If you feel alone, remember this. Jesus chose the cross. For love, for mercy, for you. You are loved.